All right, we are gonna start with marching. So let's come find ourselves with our feet under hips. Nice little bend of our knees. Roll your shoulders down and back, bring your palms to your sides. Lift, right, left, right, left. All right, getting your arms really straight. Think of shooting energy out your fingertips towards whatever surface you're standing on this morning. Stand up nice and tall. Start to press your hands. You're gonna press them up an inch. So just think little lift, 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 lift. There we go. All right, good morning everybody. So glad you guys have joined me this morning. All right, little presses up. Think of leading with your thumb. As you lead with your thumb, roll your shoulders down your back. Stand a little taller. Hug in on your low belly for a little more stability. Now we're gonna take our arms all the way out to a T. All right, shoulders down, still standing up tall, being really conscious not to lean back. All right, we're gonna pull elbows into sides. Here we go, you pull in, pull. Thinking of bringing your elbows a little bit behind you, turning on your shoulders, your lats, you pull, pull, pull. All right, 4 more. Last 2. All right, coming down to a squat, reach it out for 2. Come in for 2. Reach. So didn't change the position of your legs, still in a nice parallel, but leaning forward, so you squat low, and standing tall again. Down. And lift. 3 more. Down. Lift. Then we're gonna pulse. Lift. All right, hold the down position, arms a little higher, pulse your seat. Down, down. Think again about your shoulders. Shoulders draw down your back, nice long neck. Tons of weight in your heels. Hug your low belly in. All right, sometimes at this point in the warm-up, my thighs feel so tired. I'm like, how am I gonna do this whole workout? But for me, I think that's just how I feel when I start warming up. But maybe you're feeling nice and fresh. Maybe you're feeling sore from another workout yesterday. Just take a moment, kind of think about how you're feeling, and then just let that go. You're gonna work as hard as you can today, either way. We'll hold the down, here we go, hold it down. You're gonna pull your arms in, reach, pull, reach. Bring your arms up to a Y position. If that feels too much on your shoulders, you can take them out to a T. It's pull, reach, pull. Imagining weights in your hand, big pull, big push. Push. 3 more. 2. Now hold the down, reach your arms long behind you. Just getting your triceps turned on. No active tricep work here, just a hold. Keep your chest lifted, but maybe bend a little more through the knees. Hug your low belly in. We're gonna come down, high plank. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands forward, find a quick forward fold, and then walk out, finding your high plank. All right. I got a nice bright morning sun in my face. It's a beautiful morning. Toes spread wider, come to your knees. Shoulders down your back. Finding that really straight line, head to heels. Engage through your quadriceps. Find a little bend to your elbows. All right. We're gonna find a tiny little tricep push-up. So your elbows bend back towards your hips a little, then back towards almost straight. It's back a little, almost straight. A little faster, take it, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. So this can be done on your knees or on your toes. Think about the ab engagement you need in your low belly to support your back as you're moving down and up. Little down, little up, down. You got this. As you bend your elbows, you might be transferring weight to different parts of your hands. Really try to think about keeping a lot of pressure in your thumb and forefinger mound. Down, up. We're gonna hold down. 3, 2. All right, hold that big bend. Squeeze your inner arms in, squeezing under your armpits. Bend your knees just a little bit, putting the pressure into your arms and your core. Hold it here, 10 seconds, you can do it. Nice long neck. Child's pose coming up in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Sink back, finding your child's pose position. All right, shoulders, get a little relief here. And then we're gonna come to an all fours position. So, bring hands under shoulders, knees under hips. All right, curl your toes under, and then lift your knees up. Finding a tabletop plank here, neutral spine plank. You want your knees right under your hips, hands right under your shoulders. Your back is totally flat like a table. You've got your neutral spine position. You're not sticking your butt up, you're not tucking your hips under. From here, you're gonna take your knees over to the left, back to center. Little tiny rotation left, back to center. Knees just rotate a little, back to center. Now hold over to the left, your right knee lifts up an inch, almost like you had an exercise ball between your thighs. That right knee is working to squeeze, right leg up, up. Left knee stays stable. 4, 3, 2, hold up. Try to pull your knees a little more to the left as you drop your left hip down towards the floor. Breathe here. It's 3, stretching our wrists in 2, and 1. Come back to center. Sink back and find a little wrist release. Rolling your wrists, whatever you need. All right. We're just gonna do the other side, then we'll be off our hands. So hands come under shoulders, toes curl under, lift your knees. Find that core support, find that nice spine alignment. Then slow and steady, knees go right, 2, center, 2, right, 2, center, 2. So that left knee is probably just coming like under your belly button. It's not far. You should feel it in your waist. Finding a nice tuck under of your hips if you're starting to arch. Now hold it up to the right. Left knee lifts up an inch, up an inch. Lift, lift. You gotta stay strong. Again, thinking about pushing weight into your thumb and forefinger mound. Get a lot of support from your hands. Little bend of your elbows. 6, 5. We're gonna hold it center. 3, 2, come back to center. Hold 1 big breath. Lift your knees a little higher. Down dog in 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Lifting your hips. I jumped into that stretch. I was ready for it. All right. You're gonna walk your hands back to your feet, and then grab your weights if you're using them today. We're gonna come to standing. All right. Grabbing your weights, feet right under your hips, little bend in your knees. You're gonna bend your arms, hammer curl, and down. Down, curl, extend, curl, extend. All right, getting right into our arm work today. A little bit earlier than sometimes. We're gonna do some more abs at the end of class. But hopefully your abs are feeling nice and warm, nice and supportive from those planks. We're gonna add on here. After a few more hammer curls, we'll press up. All right, here we go. You curl up, push up, pull down, curl. Up, push up, curl down. Curl. All right, make sure your feet are on nice and straight. And if you wanna add a little balance challenge, you can lift your heels as you push up. Curl, lift. Nice long position, but don't lean back. Keep your ribs hugging down towards your abs. Really strong lift. As you lift your heels, imagine magnets on your ankle bones, hugging them in towards each other. All right, 4 more. You curl, push, and down, All right. You're gonna hold the down, lean forward, lift your arms high behind you. You're gonna lift up, up, left, left. Getting into our triceps now. We held this position at the end of our warm-up, so coming back to a nice squat with the legs. You ladies know the deeper you squat, the more you're gonna work your thighs. Curl, 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 curl. All right, 2 variations of triceps. It's all about straight arms. Squeezing by that elbow joint. Get your arms a little straighter. Lift. Little tuck of your chin down so you're gazing on your mat, your floor, your ground in front of you. Left, left, left. All right. Almost that second variation, you got it. 4, 3, 2. All right, hold the up. Turn your palms to face the floor, little circles around, round, round, out and around. I just said circles. You take a mental note of which way you're going. We're gonna switch directions in 8, 6, 4. All right, go the other way. In. Arms stay really tall, really high. Maybe bend your knees a little more. All right, narrow V's coming up next. In 3, in 2, little holds, and then rise up. All right, narrow V, click your heels together, toes just a few inches apart. You're gonna push your arms up, finding this nice goalpost position, frame your face. Lift your heels up, bend your knees, push your arms up an inch. Up an inch, push, push, push. Finding, working the top of your shoulders, but you keep your neck long. You got it, little lifts, lifts, lifts. We are not gonna be in this narrow V position too long. We're gonna flow into some other thigh work. So maybe go a little lower. Push, push, push. Push. All right, give me 16 little pulses. You can do it. Keep your elbows narrow. All right, 4, 2. All right, hold. Come down a little lower. Hug your low belly in. Breathe. It's 3, 2, and 1. Step out, horse pose. Knees bend nice and low. Down and up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. All right, keep your chest lifted. We're gonna add a row. It's down, lift, lift. All right, moving big here. Heart rate might start to come up. This is our kind of cardio moment of class. Big push and pull with your arms. But as you push out, don't let your shoulders get away from you. Don't let your torso fall forward. Last one up, hold it down. All right, take your arms out. Finding a nice wide V position. Shoulders down, arms drop down, up, bend, straight. Behind your legs, lift, bend, straight. Down, up, bend, stretch. Down, up, bend, stretch. Down, up, bend. Could you go a little lower? Arms are out at a wide V, just wide enough to tap behind your legs. Down, up, bend, stretch. You can do it. Back to a full range of motion. Here we go. Come up. Bend your elbows. You take it up. Squeeze, drop, press, up, squeeze, drop, press, squeeze, press. Stay slow. Up, push. You got it. Shoulders down your back. And as you're working them, try not to let them creep up. You can drop your weights anytime. You got 2 more good ones here. It's up and squeeze. And down and press. Last one, up and squeeze. Down and hold. Elbows come into your sides. Push your hands back. Push your knees open. Give me 40 little pulses. Take it down, down. Shoulders out of it now. Just feeling the legs. You wanna squeeze your weight, squeeze your biceps. You'll get a little bit more toning effects there. Do it, why not, right? You want a little more for the thighs. Hover your heels off the floor. Down, down, down. We're going back to narrow V. You got it. 20 pulses, you can do it. Lower, 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 lower. Keep it low. 8, 6, no hold, just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Heels back together. Narrow V. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Bicep curls. Take it up. 2, down, 2. All right, a lot of times we start with biceps. Today we're finishing with biceps. We did some hammer curls earlier, but this is your chance to really get into that big bicep muscle or small bicep muscle, however you want to think of your own biceps. Strong, important, supportive, nice and toned. Let's speed it up a little. Take it up, down. As you come up, drop your knees. Little pulse. Lift, down, down. We're going to the end of the song. We're gonna hold it down. Last 2, hold it down. Bring your hands to prayer. Push your weights together. Come down a little lower. Heels squeeze tight. Breathe. It's 4, it's 3, it's 2, and 1. Stand tall, set your weights to the side. You can grab some water if you need it. We're gonna stretch our quadriceps. So grab a hold of one right here. Pushing your hand into your foot. Woo! Right to your balance. Bend your knee. Push your knee back. All right. The other foot. Bend your knee. Push your hand back. Shoulders down. All right, we are gonna come to our knees. If you want a little bit more support for your knees, you can grab a mat, a pillow. All right, I've got this mat here. Okay, you're gonna come on your knees. Your feet are gonna be just in parallel, so hips distance apart. You're gonna stack your head over your shoulders, shoulders over hips. So you're standing up nice and tall on your knees. Then reach your arms forward. This is called hinge. We're gonna lean back for 2, up for 2, back for 2, up for 2. All right, if you don't have something to support your knees, you don't wanna be on your knees, you can just take standing parallel here, squeezing your legs together, bending at the knees. Back for 2, up for 2, back. We're getting into the top of our thighs. No weights involved, just our body weight, which is plenty, I promise. And lift. And lift. 2 more, then we hold the back. And lift. All right, you're gonna hold the back. All right, you're gonna take your left hand, reach down towards your left foot, and up. Right hand towards your right foot, and up. A little bit faster now. You take it, reach, lift. All right, I'm not touching my foot, right? It's just a reach up, reach up. This is ab work in addition to super intense thigh work. So keep your abs rock solid. Don't let your pelvis rotate too much. 4 more. You can do it. Can you lean back a little bit more? It's 3 each side. Whew, I'm feeling it. It's 2 in our final hold. All right, last one. Reach your hands long. Stick with me now. You're gonna lean back as far as you can. Hold for 4, 3, hands down behind your feet. Here we go, bring your hands down. Woo! Push your hips up, stretch your thighs. Woo, hugging your belly in. Breathe into it. You have 3, 2, and 1. Drop your seat. You can set your mat aside. We are gonna come onto our side for some clamshells. So, feet, knees, hips stack. You can be up on your left hand or come down to your left forearm. Really engage your side muscles, your obliques. Your top knee opens up, 2, down, 2, lift, and lower. You lift, lower. All right. You want to make sure your hips are nice and stacked. Tendency is to kind of over open through the hips as you lift your right leg up. So maybe keep that hand there, reminding your hip to roll forward and down. It's up, lower. For a little more, you can float your feet off the floor. It's lift and lower. All right, 2 more. Now hold the up. 20 little presses, top knee up an inch, up an inch. Not here for long before we transition, so maybe lift your feet up off the floor. Keep your left side obliques really engaged. Spine long, head to tailbone, straight line. You got it. Push, 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 push. 8. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, listen carefully. You might not be able to see me in the whole screen. So you're gonna come down all the way onto your left side. Then your top foot is gonna either push down if you have the flexibility, or you can bring your knee to the floor. You extend your bottom leg. Your right, for me, is left leg down. You're gonna flex your foot, lift your foot up an inch, push back an inch. Lift, push, lift, push. Inner thigh happening here is lift, push, lift, push. I love this exercise for what it does for my legs. I honestly always feel a little uncomfortable up by my neck and my top arm. So whatever feels right for you. I'm always like, should I put my head down? Should I lift my head up? Right, kind of better to put your head down for your neck alignment. Push, lift, push, lift. Big flex of your foot. Push, lift. 6 more. Then we hold it. Hold it high. 2. Last one, just hold it high. Lift your left leg as high as you can. Hug your belly in even as you're on your side. We're gonna kind of forearm plank, belly down in 3, 2, and 1. Come to your forearms, lift your legs. Finding a nice forearm plank. Hug your belly up and in, shoulders down. Breathe into this. Really find that abdominal support. Just holding in stillness, no movement to think about, just the engagement. Hug your belly tight. You got it. Breathe. Whew. Looking down towards your hands, maybe just a little bit forward. Push down through your forearms, squeeze under your armpits. Tuck your ribs down, lengthen through your sides, lengthen through your legs. Hug your muscles in to find support for all that length. Breathe here, you got it. 10 seconds, then we drop to our right hip. 3, 2, 1, come down. Let's take a quick child's pose first. Knees come wide, sink your seat back. Breathe in and out. All right, now we rise up. We're gonna do all that leg work on the right side. Left side, really, we're on our right hip. Left leg up, left leg working. Finding yourself supported, nice posture. Heels in line with seat, or heels in more of an L. Top knee lifts up. 2, down, 2, left, 2, down, 2. All right. Hope you are all feeling this in many places, right? This is a lot of glutes. but a lot of core too. We did that forearm plank between sides, really fired up our core. You want to think about hugging your belly in, even in this side posture, kind of like a side plank. You feel those obliques fire a lot on the right, but the center of your abs is working too to support your spine. No rotation through the spine as your knee lifts up. Maybe float your feet off the floor. All right, 4 more. 3, 2. All right, hold that up and lift up an inch. Up, up, up. Maybe float your feet. Not here for long. We're gonna lay down on our side in 12, 8, 4, 3, 2, quick hold it up, perfect your posture, maybe lift your top arm up, down to our side in 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down, bring your top leg over, you can stomp your foot or bring your knee down, flex through your bottom right leg, hips stay stacked if you can manage, top, bottom leg lifts up, back, lift, push, up an inch, back an inch. So as you lift up, think inner thigh. As you push back, think glute. Up, push, up, push, up, push. Whew. All right, good time to close your eyes, right? Not a lot of balance needed here, but a lot of awareness of your body. Closing your eyes might help you tap in to all that work going on throughout your muscles. Up, push. You got it, up, push. All right, 4, 3 and a hold. You got it. Stick with it higher. All right, come up and hold. Flex your foot, lift your leg a little higher. Feel that inner thigh engage. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. You are going to bring your right foot to your left knee. Bring your left foot behind you. Plant your right hand, and then lift your hips. Finding a nice hip opening stretch here. Stretch for your glute. And then come down. Swing your legs the other way. Left foot atop your right knee, right leg behind you, left hand plants. Lift up. All right, we are gonna come into our ab series. So you're gonna sweep your legs around in front of you. Find high C curve. Legs squeeze together. You lean back. You tuck your tailbone under. Find a little down and up. You just come down an inch, up an inch. Down and hold, up and hold. This song's a little fast. Let's go down and hold, up and hold. Little tuck your hips under, hold, lift your chest and hold. Tuck and lift. Little down and lift. Little down and lift. And lift. 3, 2. All right, hold that down position. Hug your belly in. Drop your shoulders down. Bring your hands to prayer. This feels like too much. Keep your right hand there. Hold on with your left hand. We're gonna rotate side to side. If you're doing just one hand, rotate right, and then we'll switch after about half of them. Rotate right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. So if you're doing one hand, just stay right for a few more. I'll tell you when we're halfway. Holding on is a great place to be. This is really intense. If you got both hands lifted, really push them into each other. All right, those doing one at a time, go left now. Left, center. Find a deep squeeze of your inner thighs. A little wringing out of the waist. You got it. Just a few more, you can do it. Push your hands together, shoulders down. All the intensity in your abs. All right, 2 more each side. And 4 more if you're on the left. All right, last one, come back to center hold. You can always hold on if you need a little bit of support. Reach your arms long, Curl your tailbone under. Little lifts of your chest. Lift, up, lift, lift. Focusing now on that deep tug under of your hips. Ribs knit down. Your 2 hip points squeeze in towards each other. Find that zipping up sensation all the way from your inner thighs up through the center of your core. You got it. Lift, 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 lift. We're gonna bring our elbows to the ground in 3, 2. Last one, just freeze and hold. Keep that tuck under position of your belly, and then bring your elbows down. We're gonna come into what's called round back. You keep your chest lifted. You tuck your tailbone under, finding this nice tuck under your hips, but don't drop down through your chest. Lift your chest up. Kind of contorting our body a little bit here. You're gonna lift your right knee up towards your chest, and then you're gonna switch your legs. Left knee and right knee. It's tap and tap. Feeling this a lot in your upper abs to keep your ribs knitting down. Think of shooting your leg out and away. Out and away. Like I said, doing all our abs here, all our belly up abs at the end of class. That's hopefully gonna get us really deep, really burn out our abs. You can always scale things back a little bit. You could do this laying down on your back if you needed a little less intensity. But we're almost done. Just a few of these. This is a lot of work. Stick with it. 2. All right. Bring your left leg up to meet your right. Are you gonna diamond out your legs? Flex your feet. Your heels push out and away. Hug in, out, and push. In. Keep your chest lifted. Push out. Hug in. Feeling it more in your low belly as you push. Last 2. All right, out and hold. You can point your toes, keep them flexed, lift your chest up. You decide what's harder, pulling your legs in or dropping a little lower to the ground. We'll go down to our backs. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down to your back. Find a quick happy baby stretch. Push your hands up into your feet. All right. Then coming into a reverse tabletop position. Your knees come up over your hips. Your shoulders are down, back of your head is down. You can push your palms next to your sides, robot arms, or lift your arms up to the ceiling. You're gonna find a little space between your legs. You're gonna flex your feet, and you're gonna take your heels forward 1 inch, one at a time. Push right knee in, left, in. Little push, pull, push, pull, press, press. All right, close your eyes and think of this work coming from your abs. All right, you of course have to use your leg muscles to move your leg, but I want you to feel how you can call on your abs to assist with that movement. It doesn't have to be all hip flex or all leg muscle. Just 1 inch presses, make it crisp, make it small. 3, 2. All right, come and hold. You're gonna squeeze your ankles, knees, and thighs together. Keep your knees right over your hips. And then if you haven't already, reach your arms long. All right, you're gonna keep your knees right over your hips or a little bit forward of your hips. And you're gonna shoot your arms back on the diagonal. Your arms go back for 2, up for 2. There's this moment as your arms get close to the floor where your ribs want to open up, your back wants to arch. Don't let that happen. Squeeze your inner thighs tight. Back, 2, up, 2. And push. 6 more. Back. Maybe take your arms a little farther. Feel what that does to your upper abs. Hug them in and down. Maybe you can touch the floor. I definitely can't without losing engagement. 2 more. All right, you're gonna come back and hold. Hold your arms back. Tuck your hips under, draw your ribs down, and then reach your legs out on the diagonal. This is your hold. You made it. End of our ab work. You are done with abs after this. Could you go a little lower with the legs? Make your abs shake. Hug them in. Get your ribs down. Make everything really still. Hold here. 10 seconds. You can do it. Breathe. It's 4, 3, 2. Nice work. Hug your knees into your chest. All right, we made it to the end of class. We're gonna finish with push-ups. I want you to roll over one shoulder or the other. Meet me in a high plank. All right, arms nice and wide. On your knees or on your toes. 2 counts. Take it down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2. All right, we run our wrists a lot at the beginning of class. We give them a break. Now we're calling on them again. Push your fingers wide. All right, take it to tempo. Take it down, up, push, and press. You got it. 6 and we hold. 5, 4, you can do it. 3, stick with it. 2, just one more. Hold the down. Get long through your spine. Hold 10 seconds. You can do anything for 8. Push through your hands, shoulders down, core tight. 4, 3, 2. Come all the way down. Nice job. Bring your hands under your chin. Bring one ear down. And then you're gonna bend your knees. Let your feet fall side to side. Whew. All right, we had a little poor connection there for a second, I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna straighten our legs. Push under your shoulders. Push all the way back. Come up onto your knees. Swing your arms. All right, if I lose you, please keep stretching a little bit on your own. But we've got time, we've got like 6 minutes, so I'm gonna take us through a nice stretch. Step your left foot forward. Push your hips. Draw your shoulders down. Finding this nice runner's lunge. Your back knee can be lifted up off the floor or stay down. You decide what feels good for you. Finding a little movement front to back, side to side. And then bring your right palm next to your left hand, left foot. Reach your left hand up. Finding this nice side stretch. If it feels accessible for you, you can take your left hand, hook it on your right hip. Open up your chest a little bit more. All right, I love how this feels. I keep my back leg straight for a lot of work, but then it just feels like some good stretching and relief too in that posture. All right, come back to center and then toe heel your foot out to the left side. Left hand comes to the inside of your left foot and then push your knee over to the left, opening up through your hip. All right, we are gonna transfer into a pigeon stretch. So you're going to toe heel your foot all the way over towards your right hand and then slowly, carefully drop your shin down to the floor. Finding this upright pigeon stretch, or maybe you come down. All right, I'm gonna remember the sun is bright in this window at this time of day, but it's still nice, not complaining about the sun. All right, let this feel good in your left hip, your left glute. One more breath in. Then come back to your hands. We're gonna find a down dog between sides. So plant your left foot and then lift your hips. Finding a good hamstring stretch here. You might walk your hands and feet a little more narrow and drop your heels one at a time to the floor. Getting a nice breathing pattern that helps you maximize your stretches. And then come back down to your knees. Step your right foot forward. Pushing through your hips. We're gonna do all that on the other side. So maybe your back toes curl under, you lift your leg, or you keep your knee down. You want your legs in parallel. Your left hip's gonna drive forward as your right hip bone pulls back. And then you bring your left hand down inside your right leg. Lift your arm up to the sky. Maybe reaching around, hooking at your hip, opening your chest just a little bit more. Breathe in. leg really nice and straight, or just nice and supportive with your knee down. All right, come back to center. Bring your right hand inside your right foot, toe heel your foot out to the side, and come to that knife edge of your right foot, finding a little bit of movement. Got it. All right, one more breath and then we'll transition to pigeon. So you take your foot the other way, all the way across your space, over by your left hand, and then carefully drop your knee down, come down to your arms or all the way down. I think I get a better stretch when I stay lifted, whatever works for you. All right, big breaths. Letting this get through your glute. You want your left leg straight back behind you. This is one of those stretches that is hard for me, which is a sign I should do it more. So if you're feeling that way, you are not alone. All right, we are gonna transition to a comfortable seated position. I was gonna change our song. All right. Come to this nice seated posture. Bring one hand to your side, lift the other one up and over. And then take it the other way. Finding a few big breaths here as you move side to side in your space. And then we will finish. Oh, I'm feeling my obliques here. Feeling a nice big stretch. All right, last one. Come up to center, reach your arms up, bend your arms, stretch your triceps one at a time. Push your head back. And then other side. And then release your hands down, bringing one hand to your heart, your belly, top your knees, prayer. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Let's take a few big breaths. Breathe in, exhale. One more. All right, I encourage you to keep those breaths going. I thank you so much for joining me today. You guys motivate me so much. I would